Toi, tu débarques, nous, ça fait 10 ans qu'on est.
Les Misérables is a striking and gritty portrayal of police violence, social exclusion and childhood. The Oscar-nominated French film is set in the Paris suburb of Montfermeil. It reveals the hardship of people's lives but steers clear of clichés as it follows 3 low-paid police officers battling to keep the peace but with a heavy-handed approach that makes things worse. Many of the film's actors are residents from the housing estate, non-professionals, including activist ALMAMY KANOUTE, who plays an enigmatic owner of a fast food restaurant to whom police and young people turn to for advice.
For decades, we've seen a denial of police violence. Recently, we saw the repression faced by the Yellow Vest protesters, where many people discovered police violence. But we have always known about it because today's repression was refined for years in the suburbs.
Portraying life in the suburbs came naturally to director Laj Lee, who grew up in Montfermeil and began filming police violence as a pastime. He says that for decades French governments have ignored the suburbs, where unemployment's high and opportunities scarce. He hopes the film will act as a wake-up call.
Nothing's changing. Schools in the suburbs are a catastrophe. Cultural associations had their subsidies cut, so this film is a cry for help to say, listen to us, because it's more than 20 years that it's been going badly and we feel like no one hears us.
Les Misérables is bleak, but its success has delighted residents in Montfermeil. At the local football club, few imagined that a story set in their neighbourhood would be nominated for an Oscar. The fact that the director, Laj Lee, comes from Montfermeil is obviously a huge source of pride here, and it is particularly exciting for these teenagers because the filmmakers and the football club are flying, some of them to Los Angeles, for the occasion.
Ça nous a fait plaisir parce que
we're so happy because this shows that despite the reality, there are so many talented people in the suburbs.
Laj Lee proves that even young people in the suburbs can make it.
At the airport, the countdown to Hollywood begins. The trip's a unique opportunity to explore new horizons, represent France and cheer on Laj Lee, a local hero who's inspired them to believe in their dreams and prove that it doesn't matter where you come from, it's where you're going that counts. Natacha, Butler, Al Jazeera, Paris.